Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my plan with me for September 26th through October 2nd. I will be filming my planner setup in two planners. This is my 7x9 hourly life planner. This is my A5 size compact vertical. Both are from Erin Condren. I have a $10 off discount below for you if you are new to Erin Condren and you want to try, especially after you see this amazing setup that I'm going to do. Just kidding. But there is a $10 off code for you. The sticker kits that I'm going to use today are from Bolderbon and Mama Gloria Shop. The Bolderbon sticker kit is called Moonflower, and it's very simple looking, which I like because I can kind of add to it myself, add a little bit of personality and flair to it. It has like this glittery looking wave of blue and pink there, which, is just kind of cool. It could be anything, but it's called Moonflower. I'm going to use this for my memory verse, and we'll white out the checklist, but that's a cool looking big box. We've got times in this one instead of a checklist. And then over here on Mama Gloria Shop, you might see this Hello August. We will just disregard that, might sticker over it and still use it. And it is a kit called something like Blueberry Blossoms or something. I will find out the name, but it is kit number 76. So let's get started. Okay, I don't know how I feel about leaving the color of October and September showing, but for right now, I'm going to do that. I may end up stickering over it, but I do like to know what month I'm in because, believe it or not, I'm someone who tends to kind of lose track. So we're just going to leave it the way it is and try to pull the color scheme together with the rest of these pages and just kind of overlook how that doesn't quite match. I normally start with the 7x9 hourly, but today I just decided to change it up and do the compact vertical first. Bolderbon stickers are on weatherproof matte sticker paper, which is that really special kind of nicknamed unicorn paper that is so buttery smooth to write on. And I have a discount code for you if you do want to get a Bolderbon kit or try any of the stickers, whether you get a kit or not. And the discount code is Sarah15. Sarah with an H, 15. And that'll get you 15% off, which is a nice chunk. And this strip's going to be a little bit too long, but if I can't trim it with this little razor blade, yep, I can. That's good. All right, so we don't have a whole lot of October showing, orange showing. We have all of October showing. We don't have a lot of orange showing, so I feel pretty comfortable with this color scheme as of right now. We'll see. Sometimes I'm uptight about that, sometimes I'm not. And right at this moment, I'm not uptight about it. But we will see. So last week, let me tell you a few things. It was the first day of fall. And there was this big discussion in my Facebook group. It wasn't a huge discussion, but it was somewhat engaging. A lot of people were commenting on it. The Erin Condren planners say that the first day of fall is September 23rd. But if you ask Siri, when is the first day of fall? She says, fall began September 22nd. Okay, so someone had some more in-depth information than just us common blokes did. And they said that actually the 23rd is not incorrect. So the Erin Condren planner is not incorrect. It has to do with the fall equinox in a certain time of day. So actually your first day of fall was the 23rd, not the 22nd. But fall happens, I think, with the fall equinox, which I guess is like at midnight or 1 a.m. or I don't know. I don't know exactly. But they're kind of both right. The 22nd and the 23rd were kind of both right. But anyway, in honor of that, I have my first pumpkin spice latte of the season. And you know what? I don't think I like that anymore. Yeah, I just didn't care for it. I used to love it. I just don't think I care for it. I don't think they've changed it. I just think I don't like it that much anymore. I didn't hate it, but I would not pay, you know, the $5, $6 that it costs to get it. It's just not that great to me anymore. My favorite right now is the brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. So these hour strips start at 8 in the morning and they stop at 6 in the evening. So I pretty much do a to-do list kind of format in my compact vertical. So I'm going to take these times with a grain of salt. So, okay, back to fall. I also did a thing on the first day of fall with my mom. I mentioned this during my last plan with me, that I wanted to like do some kind of fall lunch with her. So we went to a deli that had different types of soups, because to me, soups say fall. And we thought about going to Panera because I know Panera always has like a butternut squash soup or something interesting for fall. But I was a little short on time. And so we went to a place, a local place, that's actually inside an ice cream parlor. And they have a deli in there also. And they, I believe, have homemade soups, I think. They certainly seem homemade. And I chose the chicken and rosemary stew. And when it was called a stew, I thought it was going to be thick, but it wasn't. It was chunky, but it was not thick, like what I think of a stew being. But it was great. Nice chunks of chicken and carrot and potato and rosemary, of course. Celery. And then you could get like a grilled cheese sandwich or like a turkey sandwich or whatever. I chose the grilled cheese. It was not great. The grilled cheese was not great. If you ask me, the soup is what I would go there for again. The grilled cheese seemed to have like that processed American cheese food. And maybe no mayonnaise, no butter, nothing. It was just bread and that American cheese food. So I wouldn't recommend that part of it. But the rest of it was nice. The soup was really good. All right, I'm going to white out this and make way for my big memory verse box, which is actually a to-do list box. But I'm going to kind of overlook those, either sticker over them or white out over them. And I'm going to go ahead and write the memory verse before I stick it, because this is like the most awkward place to write, on the lower corner. So I'm just going to write on this ahead of time. The memory verse, which I think I have them written in this planner as well as my other. It's more fancy in the other. But the memory verse is: avoid foolish controversies, genealogies, dissensions, and quarrels about the law, for they are unprofitable and worthless. Titus 3:9. So we will go ahead and write that. And that's going to be the last of the memory verses from Titus. All of September's verses and all of August's and all of September's verses were from the book of Titus. It has a lot of good ones, and this is the last one. So I'm going to go into time lapse to write it, and then I will come right back. Going to leave the hearts over here, because if I white it out, it's going to kind of stand out as a different shade of white. And there's nothing wrong with those little hearts. They don't have to be a checklist anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and plot things that have times to them, like my piano teaching and my mom days and stuff like that. And then beyond that, I'm just going to use the unused times as to-do list areas. So that's going to be another time list thing, what do you call it? Lapse thing. And then I will be right back. Okay, there we go. And I made a few mistakes and had to pick up things, white out things, and move things around. But I ended up using almost all of this sheet, and I have quite a few of these left, which I can use throughout the week. So I'm going to just move these two little icon stickers over to this sheet, toss out this one, and put the one that has a few stickers on it in the back pocket of the planner so I can use it throughout the week. And we're ready to move on over to the hourly planner. We're gonna have so much fun with this beautiful blue here. I think it's like a blueberry blossom. I think that's what they call it. And I will look it up before all is said and done here. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and cover up those dates and line this up just above the 8 o'clock line. And again, this, I've switched over to Mama Gloria shop now. I was using Bolderbon in the compact vertical. And I do have a Mama Gloria shop discount for you also. And that one is Sarah 20. Sarah with an H20, and that gets you 20% off. And I think this may be the first time that they offered a mystery kit, and you don't just order a la carte different sheets that you want, you just get the full kit or nothing. And I mean, as far as I know, it's the first time they've ever done this, and I went ahead and got one. It looks like it's a Christmas theme to me, but I'm not 100% positive. And the colors, they just showed like a little bit of the patterns that would be in the kit on their Instagram, and I loved it. So I went ahead and ordered a mystery kit. And I think it was available just for a few days. I know that I think the September 20th was the last day that it was available. And it was a good price too. Kind of lower than the usual price for a kit. Of course, it's sight unseen. You don't really know what you're going to get other than you have that little glimpse of the patterns. Let's put these little dates where? To the left? Yep, we'll do it to the left of the days of the week. All right. So our little grandbaby turned 2 months old on the 23rd, and we don't have a 31st. He is so sweet. I love him to pieces, and I'm sure that is no surprise. And he's just growing so much. He's a big boy, and he's starting to smile. He is starting to just slightly giggle, just slightly. And it is the best thing. The best thing. I love it. All right. Let's see here. I'm taking off the Hello August, you can probably tell. And I don't know what the result's going to be. I may end up not using this, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll just go with it. It's slightly weird. I could keep the hello. There's a little bit of the T from August right there, so I'm going to round it. It's kind of funny, the links I will go to save a sticker. I just want to give it a shot, see if we like it. Hello. Okay, why don't we just put a hello right there for the new week? It's just cute. I don't want to throw it away. I don't want to throw it away. Okay, so we've also got this washi, which I usually just put at the bottom of the page. Let's do it. It's around 8 o'clock there. I'll do the same thing over here. Okay. Got it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into time lapse to do the writing so this doesn't get extremely long, and I'll be right back. Little break here before I finished to just say two things. Is this pen that writes really tiny cute or what? Or maybe that's not the right word. It's just great to be able to write super fine. And this is one of those pens that I picked up from stationerypal.com. It is a Tombow micro something. I can't see it. Oh, monograph, and it is a ballpoint pen. The website says it's oil-based. It's 0.5. It's super fine tip and perfect for writing in a small space. I also wanted to say the gingham. Another thing from stationerypal.com. I'm going to be splashing this all over the place to block out time for piano lessons, and maybe that's it, and for the other mom day. But I love the gingham. Okay, be right back. A little different than usual, wasn't it? I just decided at the end there that I just felt like these things were floating out in space, so I made little boxes for them, and this is about it. I mean, I did kind of the same thing I usually do, but then some new things. So can you see it? I hope. It's a bit of a slow motion flyover in a way, except I'm just lifting the planner up to you instead of the other way around. Okay, so let's compare the way these two books turned out. The compact vertical looks like this, and the hourly looks like this. I'm generally a whole lot more decorative in my hourly planner than I am in my compact vertical, but I like both styles. And yes, I do kind of overload using planners. I use both of them, and I mean, is it really necessary? Probably not. I just enjoy it, so I do. I like to use two, and I use a notebook. In fact, I'm about to finish up a notebook that I've completely used up. That's highly satisfying. So I'm going to start a new notebook, and so that is about it. I'm going to be filming my October setup plan with me. There's nothing here right now, but I've chosen a new book for the month, and then I still need to choose the new memory verses for the month. And what I like to do at the end of my weekly plan with me is say a prayer for the upcoming week, and I've written one that I'm using all during the month of September, and I'll use it now, even though we're kind of creeping into October midweek, and I invite you to join me if you would like to. Heavenly Father, we thank you this month for families. We thank you for our homes and those we love, whether they live with us or somewhere else. We ask that you would make our families all that you want them to be. Strengthen the bonds that hold us together: faith, love, loyalty, traditions, memories, and a mutual concern for each other's welfare. Help us to rid our homes of any ungodly or sinful elements that ensnare us. Quicken in us a desire to live at a holier standard than the world encourages. Help us to bolster each other's faith and to admonish one another in love. Give us friends that share our belief and trust in you. Show us how much joy there is to be found in a life that is lived in service and obedience to you. Mend the broken hearts and broken relationships that may exist in our families. Make our homes places of harmony and laughter. Make us people who are characterized by love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, friends, that's going to do it for me today. I thank you so much for joining me for this 2-planner plan with me. And after I edit it, I'll find out if it was extremely long or extremely short, because I did so much time lapse. But whether you use a compact vertical or an hourly or a vertical, horizontal, whatever, or a whole different brand of planner, I hope you had fun setting up your planner with me or just hanging out while I planned. And I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.